Good morning. The gentleman on the iPhone, on the Samsung, what's your name? Unmute for me.
Roshan Holloway.
Okay, wasn't your date yesterday?
Yeah, she told me to call today too. After I came from up there from the talking with the psych evaluation.
Who told you that?
The judge.
Okay, is that the best you can do with your hair?
Right now it is. Unless you want me to put a hat on or something.
No, no hats. And your first name is?
Roshan.
Roshun?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Cut you out. Morning, Mr. Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Bikens. Can you hear me?
I can. You can hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you
Great.
and I can see you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Got my own tech.
By watching Create, you'll learn more about your class from its basic Excuse me.
Mr. Hudgens, do you have a case with Judge Holmes? Unmute for me.
Yes, I do
Morning,
have a
everyone.
quick. Good morning.
Say that again.
I said I was trying to figure out how to change my name
To what?
to put my name on here. They
What's your name?
just Terrell Hudgens.
It's on there.
Okay, thank you.
And you have a case with Judge Holmes today.
Donna Millhouse.
Okay, you're in the wrong courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
You want the number?
Please. It's
Hold on.
340.
You said it's 340?
I thought it was 340. That's what
Okay.
it said on my end.
Okay, you're in 133. So you have to
Okay.
hang up and dial 360 340 0000.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning.
Do you have any intakes today, Mr. Griffin?
No,
Hey, Mr. Griffin.
hey, good morning.
Ms. Cleveland, Ms. Harris.
Good morning. All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge. On this morning, I want to focus first on my 8:30 docket, because specialty court doesn't start until 8:45 a.m. On this morning, if you are here on a traffic matter, please make sure that you check in with the clerk by calling the courtroom or by chatting the clerk. And it's under your name, right? Court clerk, Ms. Mack, yes. So if you're here on a traffic matter, please check in. That's for officers, that goes for attorneys as well as defendants. And then I am going to have the attorneys, please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you and good morning again.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Ms. Cleveland, I see you on the screen. Good morning to you. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Toshi Cleveland, case manager for specialty court, and I have a couple of preliminary matters. One is that
Okay.
two actually, Mr. Christopher Wood and Mr. Derek Williams are not on the docket today, but I see them on Zoom.
All right, Mr. Christopher
Wood,
I'm sorry, say the names again.
Christopher Wood and Derek Williams. Mr. Wood is
All
for
right.
tomorrow.
All right, Mr. Wood, you're gonna sign out and we'll see you tomorrow. And then Mr. Williams, are you doing a face-to-face with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Williams, Ms. Cleveland's gonna reach out to you when she's finished with court on this morning or in between cases. So the two of you are excused.
Your Honor, Mr.
All right,
Williams is
thank
actually
you,
on
Ms. Cleveland.
Mr. Williams is actually on the docket for tomorrow at 8:35 for some
Oh,
reason.
sorry. Yes, Your
Oh.
Honor.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wonderful, I
I'll-
hope he heard that before he left out. If not, just touch base with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Let's see, you all are moving all around. Where are you? Miss Harris, you are up next now.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for specialty court.
Good morning, Miss Harris. Do you have any preliminary matters?
I do not.
All right, wonderful, thank you. Mr. Yancey, you're up next.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of specialty court this morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. Any preliminary matters?
Not this time, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. You don't need 3 seconds, Mr. Yancey. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I usually ask for 3 seconds. All right, Mr. Griffin, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of sobriety court this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin. Any preliminary matters?
No, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Price, good morning to you. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole Price, clinical assessor, specialty court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Price. Do you have any preliminary matters for me?
No, I don't.
All right, awesome. All right, for those individuals that are in the courtroom, if you are not eligible for a Zoom hearing, please do not sit in my virtual courtroom. Please head down to 36th District Court. When I say if you're not eligible, that means your case manager has told you that you need to, left you a message, a text, or what have you, that you are not eligible to appear in Zoom, that you have to come into the courtroom physically. That would be you. Please come down to the courthouse. Don't sit in my virtual courtroom. I appreciate your cooperation. All right, with that, we have a few more minutes, but I'd like to get started. I do have an intake. Last name, they moved that intake.
What's the name, Judge?
Fitzpatrick.
Oh, I don't know. It's still on here.
All right.
I wasn't told any different.
Is Fitzpatrick going to be seen today?
Your Honor, she is on mine. As far as I know, she's supposed to be in this morning. I met with her the other day and that is the plan.
All right, awesome. And so Ms. Wilson, good morning to you, Ms. Wilson, good morning. All right.
Morning, Hannah.
All right. And so when Fitzpatrick comes in, we'll make sure at some point, Ms. Harris, we get them on for their intake. To go into a breakout room with the attorney. All right, very good. If nothing else, I am going to start on this morning. I believe that we have 2 promotions on this morning. And so I'm going to start with those promotions. And I am starting with Gary Dorsey. I have case number 210-453-6501. Mr. Dorsey, state your full name for the record, please.
Gary Dorsey.
Good morning, Mr. Dorsey. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You are were recommended in our staffing for promotion to phase 4. Are you ready to do so?
I am so ready.
All right, awesome. I'm glad. Very good, very good. All right, Mr. Dorsey, tell me what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you.
Well, just since then, I have just felt so powerful and in control, and just like I can do anything. Like with me, the road to sobriety has always been a very active one. So I'm not a passive type of person. So I really look at it like every day of what I'm going to do to stay sober. What am I going to do today? What am I going to do tomorrow, or at the Piston game, or on Christmas, or like I'm always planning and I'm always thinking about it. So I just don't think that I would fail, because I'm always ready. Like Mr. Yancey said, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So, I just feel like, I avail myself of all my tools, everything I can use. My family have been very supportive. So, I just feel like it's nothing that I really can't accomplish. And, I'm just keeping my head down, my nose to the grindstone, and just keep going.
Very good, very good. What have you found to be challenging, Mr. Dorsey, about this journey?
Well, that you have to analyze, what your triggers are, what will make you go drink. My thing was being social. So if the party atmosphere, that was the problem for me. So I'm still out with my friends and family, and, they're still drinking. So, sometimes you feel, some kind of way about it. And, but you have to realize you have to do what's right for you, and you can't, attribute your problems and situations to other people. So, that's always been a challenge, and it looks like that's going to be a challenge. And, and all you can do is take, steps, to deal with it. Therapy has been, great for me, so when you feel, a certain way, talk about it. And then you can see why you're like that and what you can do to deal with it. So that's been, one of the challenges, but besides that, not too many.
All right, very good. And I hope that others are listening in the courtroom, because you've said some wonderful things about every day. You are looking at, how am I going to stay sober? If I encounter people at an event, I'm going to the Pistons game, I'm going to a concert, I'm going to see my cousin who's always drinking, how am I going to stay sober? And I think that that's a very good tool to use. What am I going to do today to stay sober? Irrespective of what I encounter. I think that is excellent. And so I hope that everybody is listening, because you're supposed to be learning from each other while we're in these sessions. So thank you for sharing that, Mr. Dorsey. Listen, I know that some things may or may not look like they may not be going on work-wise, but I want you to know that if there's anything that we can do on our end to assist you, because you have truly been working this program, you are truly taking the steps that you need to do. And as far as I'm concerned, going above and beyond, don't hesitate to reach out, okay?
No problem, Your Honor. Yeah, Mr. Griffin has always been, somebody who's been right there, and he's been available, all the time. So I really appreciate that. We kind of had to jump on something earlier this week. Fortunately, nothing really came of it. It was just kind of a scare. But I do appreciate, him being there and me being able to talk to him.
All right, awesome. All right. Mr. Griffin, you reported that he is in compliance. You recommended that he goes to phase 4. And so make for the record why you are recommending him for a promotion to phase 4.
Okay, Judge, and I did send you a text message this morning updating you on Mr. Dorsey. But I'll go on and make the record. Mr. Dorsey. Okay, Mr. Dorsey's been with us since June 2nd, 2022, currently in phase 3. He's still active in outpatient therapy. He's still active in AA meeting, even hosting 12-step meetings. He has paid all his costs and fees in full. He has been involved in pro-social activities, challenging himself, like he said, going to games, hanging with different people. I think that's a sign that show you that you're able, because, you're not going to be on probation forever, but, your sobriety has to be there. And I think he has recognized that. He has a lot on the line, as far as with his job. He's a productive citizen. He served our citizens. So he's just been a pleasure to work with. He's completed his community service hours. Overall, he's had over 600 days of sobriety.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. That's awesome.
From that. And even just being in a position that he's in, he has humbled himself. Sometimes that's what it takes. You have to humble yourself and realize and take a look at yourself. You can't look at everybody else and blame. You got to look at yourself and realize what you have on the line, and you have to do what's best for you. And I think he have come to that realization, and he's not afraid to go back and talk to the therapist or something if he's having a problem or whatever. He recognized those things. So I think when you start identifying those different things, that's when you come into your complete sobriety. So I think he's at that point, he's stabilized, but he continues to work hard. He wants to be engaged in services. So at this time, Your Honor, I would like to recommend him for a promotion to phase 4.
All right, and there was no objection from any of the team members. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything as to Mr. Dorsey?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Dorsey, on your promotion. You're working the program. You have a great attitude. You're taking it one day at a time, and that's good. Keep up the good work, Mr. Dorsey. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Thank you, sir, and be safe out there.
Thank you.
And if I might, Judge, offer my congratulations to Mr. Dorsey. Great job, sir. You've been rock steady throughout. It's great to see you advance. You're very insightful. You understand, I think, what's going on in you, and it's great to see. So keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, wonderful. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Dorsey on his promotion to phase 4. Congratulations, Mr. Dorsey. You are doing a fabulous job. All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Dorsey?
Your Honor, I will be having a face-to-face with Mr. Dorsey on April the 20th, 2023, and that'll be at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Dorsey?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I'm gonna have you hang in there with me just for a moment. I have one more promotion that I want to do, and I want him to be celebrated by everybody, okay?
No problem.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dorsey. Good to see you today. All right, our next promotee on this morning is Christopher Connor. Good morning, Mr. Connor.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 190-441-1501. Mr. Connor, state your full name for the record.
Christopher Connor.
All right, Mr. Connor. Ms. Harris made the recommendation to promote you on today to phase 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Yes. I love it. All right, Mr. Connor, how have you been doing with respect to working your program?
I've been doing good. Just staying focused in my IOP program. I've been meeting with my therapist. I actually have a meeting with her this afternoon. Just focusing on keeping my head high, doing the right thing, and just take it day by day. That's the only way to do it. If you look at the whole picture, it can become overwhelming. So just trying to stay in the moment and focus a day at a time has been what I've been doing, and it's been working out okay for me.
Wonderful, one day at a time. That's absolutely correct. And so, Mr. Connor, as you're doing this one day at a time, what are you finding to be the most challenging thing that you have to do?
I mean, every day brings its own separate challenges, so it's not necessarily one thing that sticks out to me. It's just obviously most people ended up in this program and they probably weren't doing very great. They weren't on a winning streak, and just keeping yourself positive is kind of helped me get through it, because like somebody had just mentioned, you're not on probation forever, but your sobriety has got to be the most important thing in your life. You wouldn't be in these type of situations, if that wasn't an issue for you. So just kind of knowing where you want your own life to be and focusing on that, I guess. I wouldn't say that's like, super challenging, but it can be a little clouded when you're first getting into these programs, because you might not be necessarily prepared or willing to do that. But putting in the work and seeing the results is very rewarding.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. All right, Mr. Connor, I'm gonna have Ms. Harris make for the record why you have requested a promotion for Mr. Connor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Connor.
Morning.
The reason I was requesting promotion for Mr. Connor, he's been in our program since January 9th. He has been working his program. He has been compliant with the court's order. Mr. Connor has, from day one, Mr. Connor has been very much a self-advocate for what he knows he needs, what he feels like, his level of need is, and he pushed for that. And I feel that his commitment to his own recovery has been proven just by how hard he's worked to get into the appropriate level of care, to connect me to his providers, to make sure that everybody is kind of on the same page, so that he knows that I know what's going on, and that I can continue to, report to Your Honor and to the court what he's doing and how he's working his program. I think that he is now at a point where he's ready to start working towards some of his other goals, as well as working towards some of the other requirements of the program that maybe in the beginning he was just overwhelmed by, his own struggle to obtain that sobriety. He's gotten there, and now we're ready to take the next steps and get him moving and into getting that back into his regular life and his regular routine, with sobriety being a part of it.
All right, awesome. There was no objections from anyone on the team. And so let me hear from the team members. Anything asked to Mr. Connor?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Connors, on the promotion. You're working the program. You've gotten in over 60 days. You stabilized. That's great. You understand what you need to do to work the program. I remember talking to you during the intake, and you said you could do it, and you are doing it. Keep up the good work, sir. We're proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I might offer my congratulations as well, Judge, Mr. Connor, you are doing it. You've decided, and it's obvious your intent is clear. You want to do this program. You want to do it for yourself. So keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
And if I could, Your Honor,
Yes,
Mr. Connor,
go right ahead.
Mr. Connor, you're really doing great. You have the right mindset as far as how to address the program and attack it and help yourself through your sobriety. So we really applaud you this morning.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. If not, Mr. Connor, did you have any questions?
Oh, no questions at this time.
All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Connor on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Connor. Congratulations. All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Who is that? No, Miss Harris. I'm looking for you. If the screen's bouncing around. What's next, Miss Harris?
I'm gonna schedule Mr. Connor for a face-to-face with me on Thursday, April 13th at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Connor?
Yes, April 13th, 10:35.
All right, awesome, awesome. All right, both of our promotees, good. I hope that you all have a great rest of the week. Congratulations to both of you, and you are both free to leave.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right,
Enjoy the
thank
rest of your
you.
day.
All
Thank you.
right, you do the same. Thank you. Give me 1 second. All right, very good. I am ready now to call the remainder of the docket. Let's go to our phase. See if I have the phase. Mr. Twitty would be up next. Good morning, Mr. Twitty. Where are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good.
Awesome. Very good. All right, Mr. Twitty, I have the following for you. I have case numbers 173-861-961, case number SP 807-201, counts 1 and 2, case number 18483-43331, case number 194-997-911, and case number 201-0000277. All right, Mr. Twitty, state your full name for the record.
Darren Twitty.
All right, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? All right, Mr. Twitty, what's going on good with you?
Well, I paid some more money. And
You've
so
been
it's,
paying off your tickets?
yes, like I want to say I probably got like 4, maybe 2, like 2 to 4 tickets left.
All right, come on, let's do it, Mr. Twitty. It's that time. What else you been doing good?
And I got like a potential job offer, I guess. I went and did like a tour and took the drug test, but they just waiting on the drug test and the background check to come back.
And we know that drug test coming back what?
Good.
Yes, sir. He couldn't even get it out. He's like, oh yeah, Judge. No problem with that test.
For
yes,
sure.
sir. All right, Mr. Twitty. So things are turning around, right?
Yes.
Very good. And you're being patient?
Yeah, and just like I think Mr. Connor has said, when he like, before this program, everybody wasn't in the best space or, at their best or whatever. Not saying I'm at my best, but I feel like I'm in a better space than I was before I started this program because, I don't know, it's like drinking or, drug or whatever people do, or did to get in this program. At the time, you might think like, oh, I was doing this, I was doing that, because that was my excuse for a long time. Like I had just came home, I've never been in a place like that, and I just wanted to have fun. And now that I sit back, I'll be like, what was fun about that? I'm like, I just chill. I don't have to go out and say, hey, you got money on this or money on that. Like, no, this money is going towards bills now, or my kids, or just extra money in the savings, and I don't have to really worry about, oh man, what's gonna happen if I go over here and do this or go over here and do that. So I feel like, and then I think with a clearer head too, so it's just everything.
Yeah.
He said, you just got to take it a day at a time for real.
I love it, Mr. Twitty. I love it. Those are some of the great benefits of being in this program. Great benefits. I hope others are listening. Are you taking care of the baby this morning?
Yes.
All right. Are you doing a good job?
Yes.
Oh, she's beautiful. She
Thank
is beautiful. All right, Mr. Twitty, what do you need us to help you with, if anything?
So far, so good. You know, since I've been in this program, every time I get on here, you ask the same question. You know, and y'all been helping me along the way. You know, once I finish paying this little last couple dollars, then I could, you know, worry about trying to get the restricted license if I'm eligible to get it. Because I know last time they said they didn't know, or I had to finish paying off the tickets to see or something like that. I'm not sure, but we'll worry about that once I pay the rest of this money. I should have it paid within like the next 2 weeks.
All right, and so, Mr. Ficus, I see you shaking your head. I want you to have some conversation with Mr. Twitty, because I would hate to see him get all the way down to the end and not be able to get that restricted license because I need time to monitor him. So come on, Mr. Twitty, you gotta get it going, because I have to have time to monitor you, okay? Mr.
Yes.
Ficus?
Yes, Judge. That's really what, once he gets that paid off, it's all systems go to get his restricted license.
Yes. So come on, Mr. Twitty, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right, very good. Do you have any questions today for the team?
No, I talked to Mr. Yancey, and you know, we talked about some stuff that he said he's gonna look into for me, so everything is fine.
All right, awesome. Mr. Yancey, you reported in staffing that Mr. Twitty was in compliance. Is there anything else to report out?
No, Your Honor, he's in full compliance. He actually paid approximately a little bit more than $800 last week. So it's not like he's not trying to take care of this. He's working hard. You know, I'm sure, you know, he's got this. Hopefully the offer works out with him, and I don't know if he needs me to send him some Gerber, but other than that, I think he's okay. Yes, Your Honor, he's in full compliance.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. What would be his next date?
Your Honor, it would ordinarily be it would be April 20th for face-to-face. If he tells me that he has been able to pay prior to then I want to request a Zoom hearing, but I would ask you that a week prior to.
All right, very good. Because I'm looking, Mr. Yancey, right now for him to get that restricted license, I would have to add the 90 days for COVID to be able to monitor him. But I need him to get these tickets paid like immediately.
Yes.
And he just, Ms. Mack, can you confirm he just paid over $800 in tickets?
Yes, and he, when he came to pay, he made sure that he contacted me, so, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's all that's left, is the summary I gave you.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I'll have Mr. Twitty, you know, as soon as the day that he pays it, to contact me, and then I'll contact you, and we'll see how swiftly we can get things going.
All right. Does this include the matter that's actually in specialty court? Or that was a transfer case?
One of them is a transfer case.
That might be the transfer case that's with me. Yes. Is that right, Mr.?
That's the transfer case.
Correct.
All right, very good.
Traffic violation.
Give me just 1 second, please.
Yes.
Good morning, Madam Clerk. You needed me for a matter?
Yes, Ms. Walker, we have a formal hearing scheduled for Timothy Adams. The attorney and officer have both checked in, and I'm sure they need to speak with you.
All righty, will maybe we all be sent to a breakout room, please?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Mack, I'm gonna give you this, and I've made my notes for the ROA. And so, and then, here we go. And then I need a copy to put in his file.
Yes.
Mr. Yancey, I want you to see Ms. Mack today after court, and let's get Mr. Twitty on track for him to get that restricted license, okay?
That sounds great, Your Honor.
All right, let's see Ms. Mack after court. And then
Okay.
Mr. Yancey will circle back to you, Mr. Twitty, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else from any of the other team members or if there's nothing else, I'm going to excuse Mr. Twitty with your return date for a face-to-face on April 20th, but hopefully it'll be before then because Mr. Yancey's gonna get with you, and I really wanna get you on track so we can do the monitoring for your restricted license, okay?
Okay. It should be before April 20th for sure.
All right, awesome, very good. All right, wait to hear from Mr. Yancey today, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Twitty. Take good care of that pretty baby.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. All right, let's keep going. Are the parties ready on the 8:30 matter?
Yes, Judge.
All right, which one?
The one with Attorney Barrow.
Timothy Adams, Your Honor. Good morning.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, I'm echoing, so somebody, let's mute everybody. I have for Timothy Adams, SP 142-68571 for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Good morning.
Thank
Attorney
you. Good morning.
Attorney Ali Barrow appearing on behalf of the defendant, P 85907.
All right, thank you and good morning to you. And then is Officer Harris on this matter as well?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Officer Harris, can you place your name?
No, Officer
Yes,
Harris is
hi.
not his officer. I don't think he's on.
Are you on this particular matter on Adams?
No, Your Honor, I'm on a Roberto RU2.
Excuse me, Judge. Officer Harris, can you call the courtroom and I can give you an update on that case?
Okay.
Who's the officer on Attorney Barrow's case then?
Croxton.
Officer Croxton, and he checked in, he went to another courtroom, but he did check in.
Judge, we'll still extend the same offer. We were going to amend this charge to blockading traffic.
All right, very good. And Attorney Barrow, you have permission and authority to accept responsibility on behalf of your client?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, absolutely. Then pursuant to the face of the charge, it says that on January 26, 2023, while in the city of Detroit, your client Timothy Deshaun Adams disregarded a signal, red or amber. I'm accepting that plea of responsible, and I'm amending the charge to blockading traffic. I am assessing the fine in the amount of $175. How quickly can your client get it paid?
Your Honor, can we have 2 weeks, please?
Yes, you may. And so I am going to review this matter. I'll review it on April 21st, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client gets it paid, no one has to return, okay?
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Walker.
Thank
Goodbye,
you.
everyone.
All right, no one else is ready on any of the other traffic matters?
I don't think we have it.
Oh, my docket has some more.
Oh, they must have paid them.
Oh, okay. So I had Arguita, can you give me an updated docket? Okay, very good. All right, wonderful. Then I think we are good. I think we are.
All right, wonderful, Judge. I will see the court later.
All right, thank you, thank you. Okay, wonderful.
Also, on the 10:30, just so you know.
I'm sorry, a little bit loud.
On the 10:30.
For today?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's why they're not gonna be here? Oh,
That's why it's not gonna show up. It's only that one. That one needs to be dismissed.
oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. All right, let me make sure that I got everybody. All right, I am ready on, wait a minute. Yeah. I am ready on Mr. Griffin. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. Can Mr. Griffin unmute for me?
Hey, good
There
morning.
you go.
Judge. How you doing?
How are you I'm good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great.
You are doing great. All right, you don't look the same this morning. What's going on with you?
Just working. In fact, I just got off
Oh, you just got off, so you're a
from
little
the
tired,
midnight
right?
shift.
Okay, all right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Ronnie Griffin, Z8080571. Mr. Griffin,
Yes,
state your
ma'am.
full name for me.
Ronnie Griffin.
All right, Mr. Griffin, things are going well with you?
Everything's going good for real.
That's good. You taking good care of yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Are they treating you well?
Oh yeah, they treat me well. And the thing is that the challenges is for me is whereas that I pick up responsibility here at Amherst Home, whereas that when they need somebody, I'm around. And
Go ahead, Mr. Griffin.
when they need somebody, I'll be here for them, and I'm able to take care of business at home, and it's not no stress on me,
Okay, all right. So they're not overworking you, right?
No. And the thing is once again, I'm not trying to advertise, but me being here, it's a good challenge for me. It keeps me going in the right direction,
Yes.
and I need it and I like it, So the challenges that comes along with it is not always good, but that's the way life is. But the main thing is I'm not picking up though.
Yes, sir. You are not picking up in spite of challenges, and I love it,
Right,
Mr. Griffin.
right.
I love it. All right. Do you need us to help you with anything?
No, not right as I can think of. No.
All right, so Mr. Griffin, what do you see as what's next for you? Are you good with where you are? You want to stay? And what are your plans? I want to know from you.
What are my plans? I'm
Yes, sir.
planning on continue to be at Amherst Home, along with being at home, my real home. Okay, and but I want to put them both together and make things happen. You know,
Okay.
so
Well, go ahead.
I, I, I'm ready to go home full time, and but Elmhurst home is my second home.
All right. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to have a sit down with Miss Cleveland, and Miss Cleveland, you'll involve the necessary parties at Elmhurst, and let's talk about what's next for Mr. Griffin. I know he loves what he does at Elmhurst and how he's able to, I think he gets his socialization in there. But I also know he does want to go back home, and we want to make sure when he goes home, he gets to stay home. Okay?
Okay.
And so let's you all have that conversation and update me on what's next.
All right.
All right, very good. Miss Griffin, not Miss Griffin, I'm sorry. Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Griffin is doing well. Of course, he has been on track since he's been at this venue. He entered a second time, and I'm in August of 2022, and he has been doing wonderful work since he's been there, Your Honor. And it could have even been, I'm sorry, August of 2021. I apologize. So he has been doing great work there. This is some new dynamic that he is presenting today. So I will have a conversation with him because actually he is eligible, and this would be tentative with a tentative date, graduation date of April 24th, 2023. So we would have to have that discussion sooner than later to find out. Then, Your Honor, if you would like to see him again before his tentative graduation date, I can give him a closer court date if you like, or recommend a closer court date, or I can just give you the info in staff.
No, just do a face-to-face. And then we'll get a court date based on what you present in staffing as to what the plans are. But we don't have to wait till staffing for me to know those plans. Because April is right around the corner.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Very
other
good,
than
but
that,
he's in compliance.
yes, Your Honor. The only thing that was we discussed in staffing was something that you told me that it was okay for us to talk to Ms. Mack about regarding his community service.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Griffin?
I would just like to say, Judge, Mr. Griffin, you've done a great job throughout this process. You're stable. You got a great thought about the future. Keep up the great work, sir. You're almost to the end.
Yes, sir. All right. If nothing else, Mr. Griffin, we're going to get your next date, which will be with Miss Cleveland. What date is that, Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, may I ask for April 17th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m. for a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin.
All right, but I need a plan far before that, because I don't want him to leave and go into totally independent, and then it's like we just dropped him. Yes. That's not
okay.
what I want to do.
Your Honor, may I amend that then? May I have a face-to-face with him? I think this would be next week on April 4th, April 4th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
That works for me. Yes. All right, awesome. Did you get that, Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Next week, talk meet with plan with Miss Cleveland, okay?
I will.
All right, wonderful. It's good to see you. Always a pleasure. Keep up the great work. You are being so good to yourself. And I think that's so important, and you deserve it, Mr. Griffin.
And I'm gonna
Okay?
continue.
Yes, sir, and continue.
Right.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, take
Problem.
care.
All right.
Okay, all right. All right, I am going to now go to my phase 2 people, and I know that I'll do Miss Cameron, and then I'll do Mr. True for phase 2. And so starting with Miss Cameron, good morning to you, Miss Cameron.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
You know, I'm sleepy, but I'm here.
All right, I understand it. I'm sleepy this morning too, and I'm here as well. So I'm getting geared up. I'm starting to feel my energy levels coming back. All right, so we in the same boat this morning. Let's make the best of it, okay?
Oh, you know, I'm finna go back to sleep.
I don't get to do that, Miss Cameron. I have my last meeting today. I thought it was at 5:30. My last meeting is at 6:30 today. So I don't have that luxury today, unfortunately, okay?
I'm sorry.
All right, but let's do it. That's okay. Let's do it. This is what I have for you. Case number Z8083171 and case number 217-318-781. Miss Cameron, state your full name for me.
Ariel Cameron.
All right, Miss Cameron, we doing some consistency?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you promised me last time, consistency. Tell me what's been consistent.
Screens. I still go to work every day. I'm tired, but you know, got to make the money. I just recently moved, so that's a good thing.
I heard. Congratulations to you, ma'am, into your own. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
You ready?
Oh, I'm in here.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. What else is consistent?
Staying out of trouble, staying away from negative people. I decided no matter how tired I am, I've been picking up some overtime hours because my birthday coming up. So
okay.
So
all right. Now you know we don't get to turn up. We turn up in a different way, right? For our birthdays.
Yeah, of course. I just want to be able to make money angels on my birthday. Just lay out a whole bunch of money and roll in it.
Oh, okay. You do just that, ma'am. You go ahead and do just that. All right. All right. You do that. All right, Miss Cameron, I'm so glad that you are on track. I thank you for your commitment to still show up, break that cycle of up, down, back, forth, and to work hard at being consistent. I really, really appreciate that, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Yancey, Miss Cameron, anything that you need to report out as to Miss Cameron?
Your Honor, she is, her self-report is correct. She's doing well. She's in full compliance. We really applaud and we're really happy for Miss Cameron for her accomplishing a major goal. So she's really happy with herself. She should be happy with herself. We're happy for her. This will hopefully be a new beginning, and she's on her way to full compliance with our program, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Mr. Yancey, what would be next for Miss Cameron?
It would be, I would have a face-to-face with Miss Cameron on April 20th, Your Honor, at 10:35.
Awesome. All right. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Miss Cameron? She has been consistent. She's doing it.
Yes, Judge, you certainly are, Miss Cameron. You're being consistent now. You're working the program, you know, and so there's less trips and falls along the way when you're doing it. I hope, and I know that you can see that, and so you're doing it well, young lady. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Miss Cameron, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good. You know, I'm finna pass out. Mr. Yancey, I'm finna email you what I said I was gonna email you right before I close my eyes. Because when I open them back up, it's time to go back to work.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Good to see you, Miss Cameron. Go get you some email, Miss Yancey, and then get you some rest. And we'll see you next time, okay?
Y'all have a good rest of your day.
All right, you do the same. Thank you, ma'am. All right, I do see that the Wayne County Jail has joined us on Mr. Watts. Mr. Green, that was for you to get him processed. Were you able to do that?
Yes, Your Honor. However, there will be a little bit of a delay. I have spoken with the facility that we have found for Mr. Watts, and they said there will be at least a 24-hour delay, and I had to get in touch with them tomorrow to confirm.
All right, very good. So let me place that on the record. Case number 220-441-4001, 220-448-3401, and 220-442-8601. Mr. Watts, state your full name for me, please.
Raekwon Watts.
All right, good morning, Mr. Watts.
Good morning, Miss Judge Holmes. How you doing, Miss Honor? Your Honor.
I'm doing very well, thank you. All right, and so Mr. Green has secured a place for you to go. You're going to get a Wayne County tether. However, it's going to be a moment before you get there. You're not going today. I can't guarantee that you're going tomorrow. As soon as they are able to take you, they will, okay?
Okay.
I have no control over that. That's what happens when you keep walking away from facilities. You're gonna have to sit in the jail a little bit longer until they have the ability to take you in. So Mr. Watts, I want you to go and stay. Work your program, sir, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Sergeant Coho, is there anything additional that you need from me?
No, ma'am. We got the contract signed. We'll just get our paperwork from Ms. Mack later today, and hopefully after the delay that the program had, we'll get them in.
All right, awesome. Sergeant Coho and Mr. Green, thank you all so much for working so hard to get Mr. Watts squared away. Sergeant Coho, do you know when he'll get that Wayne County tether? As to one matter?
We will, I'm putting everything in process today. However, it's going to take a day, but also the program needs a day because of the problem that they have over there. So hopefully they balance out.
All right, very good. So Ms. Mack, that order should be for one matter. Well, he'll get a 45-day committal tether, and then he will get a personal bond with the condition that he is released only to, and Mr. Green will call and give you the name of the facility as well as the address. And so, and he'll go there, and then I'm going to put Mr. Watts back on my docket for April the 5th, 2023. And that is going to be at 8:35 a.m. And so we'll get that order over to the jail. All right, if nothing else, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Green and Miss Smith, I also had Mr. Holloway. Did you all get him? Did he take care of business on yesterday?
Your Honor, I got a call from Miss Griffin, but I was in the middle of that intake with Mr. Watts. If I can get a second to listen to the voicemail she sent me, I think this may have an answer.
All right, very good. Thank you, and let me know. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, let's keep going. I am going to go now. Miss Brown, you've been on. Let me do you, and then I'll come back to Mr. True. Let's do it, Miss Brown. And actually, why don't I see Miss Brown? Oh, she's a transfer. 2022-718-841. Miss Brown, state your full name for me.
Unique Brown.
How are you this morning, Miss Brown?
Tired, but I'm good.
Now, what are you tired? Everybody tired this morning. What are you tired from?
Work, and then my baby, when I come home from work, one of my babies tested positive for COVID. So I'm disinfecting and I'm cleaning. I'm tired.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that they are okay though.
Yes, just one of them tested positive. So I've been trying to keep the other ones. It's hard, but that's why I've been just coming home cleaning from that plant, and I've just been disinfecting very, very hard.
Okay, very good. And you're taking good care of yourself too.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Very good. All right. How does it go with the job?
Everything went good. It was interesting because I was at they got me a receiving doing patient sitter. I didn't think it would be, I don't know what I thought, but it was real.
Okay.
It was simple. It was real easy. I thought I'd be here, there, everywhere. I was in one room, one person. It was good. Just
Okay,
really, I was
good.
really there just communicating, talking with them.
All right, very good. And so you think you'll like this?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, how are you doing with working your program?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Tell me what that means to you that you're doing good.
I'm doing better than, it's not what I like how everybody else, like they say, you won't be on it forever, but I thought, oh, probation, this again, that. It's not, it's a good thing for me.
Okay, it's a good thing.
Yes. And then get to
All
listen
right.
to other people's stories and just learning from other people.
Okay,
I like it.
very good. Very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with, Miss Brown?
No, not at the moment. If I needed
Right.
something like Mr. Brian, he's good, but he always say, if you need something, let me know. So I don't need anything.
All right, very good. Come on, Mr. Griffin, what you want me to know about Miss Brown?
Yeah, I know she's doing fine. We did get an opportunity to staff this case. Nothing has changed. She's very engaged in her recovery. So I applaud her for that. But she's doing everything she's supposed to do, testing and everything. So she's hit the ground running and she's taking this very serious. Me and her at the beginning had some conversation about her getting her life together. And she said she wanted to get some things together for her kids and for herself. So I think she's well on her way in doing that. And then I also observe her when other people are talking. She is very engaged and listening. So, and that's a big part of this program, just in the early stages, just, listening to people that's been in the program and the things that they've been through. But she's doing very well at this time, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Brown?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Miss Brown. You're working the program. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy. You're doing a great job. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Ms. Brown, your confidence level has gone up since you started this program, it seems to me.
Yes.
Really committed to this and committed to yourself, and that's great to see. So keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, what's next, Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, she will have a court hearing with you on 4/13/2023, and that'll be at 8:45 a.m.
I'm sorry, on what date? What date?
April the 13th, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. At 8:35, no, 8:45.
8:45 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, got it. Wonderful. Did you get that, Miss Brown?
Yes, I did.
All right, awesome. You are in great shape, ma'am. Good to see you. I hope your babies feel better, your
Yes,
baby, and I hope that nobody else gets infected, okay?
I hope not neither.
Yes. All right, very good. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You do the same. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, I am ready on Mr. Troop. I have the following for Avery Troop. Mr. Troop, can you hear me? Are you ready? Uh-oh, Mr. Troop can't hear me. Mr. Troop? All right, somebody needs to call him, Mr. Yancey. All right. Mr. Green, did you find out any information as to Mr. Holloway?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Griffin did confirm that he did make the meeting.
He did show up?
Yes.
All right, and he has his schedule?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I can put him on for Wednesday, April 5th, or you want to do April 12th?
I believe we can do April 12th. That'll give us some time to allow some more work to be done and we can get a better update.
All right, very good. Mr. Holloway? Now, where is he? Mr. Holloway? All right, y'all gotta call y'all clients and let them know So for Mr. Holloway, case number 210-450-7501. He is on our other, there he is. Mr. Holloway, unmute and state your name for me.
Roshan Holloway.
You have to turn your camera back on.
Roshan Holloway.
There you are. All right. Good morning, Mr. Holloway.
Good morning, Judge.
All right. You went and you did what you were supposed to do on yesterday, right?
Yes, I did. They told me they'd give me a call today.
Okay. Listen, don't wait for them to give you a call. If you don't hear anything,
no,
you need to call them.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I went up there, though. I went up there and did what you told me.
All right. You need to call them. If you don't hear from them by noon, start calling them because you've got to stay on track, sir.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Green, I'm not comfortable with him waiting on the call, so I'm going to put him on April 5th, 2023. I'll put him on at 9:00 a.m. It's just to check in to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to do. When we staff him on that Tuesday, if he's done everything he's supposed to do, then we'll give him a different date, okay? But right now, I'm gonna put it at April 5th at 9:00 a.m. Did you get that, Mr. Holloway? You're gonna zoom
Yes,
on
I
with
did.
me.
Yes, I did.
Okay, next week, Wednesday. All right, do what you're supposed to do so you don't have to come in this courtroom, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you for your patience this morning. Bye-bye.
All right.
Your Honor, I also have another matter from yesterday.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna close out my specialty court docket
Okay.
real quick, and then I'll go to that one. All right, very good. I'm gonna go to Mr. Troop, to Avery Troop. Mr. Troop, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. I have case number SP 134-25181, case number 115-529-701, and case number 134-502-611. Mr. Troop, state your full name.
Avery Travion Troop.
All right, Mr. Troop, how are you today?
I'm okay. How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Mr. Troop, what has been going on with you since the last time I've seen you?
Nothing really out of the ordinary. I suffered some losses, close losses. I lost my grandfather and I lost a childhood friend. So yeah, it's kind of been a little sad, a little late, but
I'm
lately.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How did you handle that, Mr. Troop?
One day at a time. It's the only way best way I know how to handle it. My grandfather was more like my father. You know, he was real close. He all I had in my immediate family, because I lost my mom back when I was 17 and my grandmother a little earlier than that when I was younger. I think I was like 10 or whatever. But yeah, he all I had. So, you know, I'm adjusting to that. You know, I gotta take the responsibility of my little sister. She's 23, but you know, she's still got a little work to do. So I'm trying to help guide her in the right direction. You know, she was working and my granddaddy, he actually had an injury before he had passed away. He had fell and like cracked like several ribs and punctured a lung. And so that forced her to quit her job. You know, she was on the right track working, so she had to take the sacrifice to stay with him. So, you know, trying to just get her back on track. And then my childhood friend, you know, committed suicide. So that was a shocker. So, you know, it's what I've been dealing with lately. I've just been doing it one day at a time. You know, nothing out of the ordinary, just staying with my kids, my family, going to work, just the usual, but just, you know, kind of sad for the losses I've been going through.
Yeah, that's a lot of loss and then close losses. And so listen, Mr. Troop, I want you to make sure that if you feel you need to talk, explore grief, I want you to reach out and do that, okay? Because grief can cause us to do some things that we just never imagined we'd do. It can cause us to go backwards, make decisions that under normal circumstances, we wouldn't even make those decisions. So I think it's so important that when people experience loss, that they avail themselves of having an outlet. That's what I'll say, an outlet to be able to talk through, to analyze, to go through the stages of grief. And so if you believe that that's helpful for you, I want you to reach out and do it. I'm not ordering you to do it because I'm not a therapist. Now, we do have Ms. Price that's on board with us. I'd like you to just at least today do a quick, or today, or you all can schedule it. And you know, where Ms. Price gets the opportunity to speak with you, okay? Because that's
Okay.
a whole lot going on. Will you do
Yeah,
that for
yeah.
me?
Yeah, yes, I will, Your Honor.
All right. And so Ms. Price, I don't know, she's probably ripping and running, doing 100 other things. But Ms. Price, I'd like you to have a session to meet with Mr. True. And so, Mr. Yancey, if you could reach out to Ms. Price, because I know Mr. Troop is at work, and have her set up something for them to speak, and then go from there and just update me. That would be really, really great. Because that's a lot of loss.
Yes.
A lot of loss. Yeah. All right, Mr. Troop. And so just know we're rooting for you. We're here if you need us, but we are going to connect you to Ms. Price, okay?
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Are you having any challenges that you need us to help you with?
No.
All right. You doing well on the job, being patient in that new supervisory role?
Yeah, it gotten better. Gotten better.
Okay. All right, good, very good. Do you have any questions for the team today?
Not at the moment. Just, God bless to everybody. Thanks
Same to
for
you.
the commitment that you guys have.
Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me by way of update? I know you said he's in compliance.
Yeah, he's still in compliance. Your Honor, he did tell me about his grandfather, how close they were. So I think his childhood friend was a new development. So that's a lot back to back. But he's he's in compliance. And I'll connect him with Ms. Price. And then one of the things I have him do, that I'm sure they have some grief counseling there. So we'll address it, multiple ways. If he doesn't have a problem with that, and get him through this the best way we can. So he's still doing well.
Okay.
No, he's still doing well, Your Honor, all things considered.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Troop?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Troop, sorry for your loss. I know it will get better. I know you're in a bad place now, but it will get better with time. Keep up the good work. I see you at work, and I'm so impressed. It looked like you were lifting car doors or something like that, and that impressed me so much. As old as I am, it's hard to lift things, but I saw you lift a couple of car doors, and I said, "Wow, Mr. Troop, you're a strong young man."
Thank you, sir. I'm a metal finisher. I take out imperfections before they assemble the car, before the car is put together, before it's painted. I do all the body work, like versus a collision shop. They do it after accident, but I'm doing like basically collision work straight off the press.
Well,
all right,
you're good. You are good. Keep up the good work and be safe, Mr. Troop. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very good.
Your Honor,
Go ahead, Mr. Fiker.
Thank you, Judge. I certainly join with Mr. Reed and the best wishes for you during this loss. It will get better, as Mr. Reed said. I know it will, and you'll come through it. Keep up the good work, sir. I know you're doing it, and I can see you're doing a good job as well. You're taking care of our cars for us, so appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a face-to-face with Mr. Troop on April 27th of this year at 10:35. Obviously, I'll be talking to him prior to that. Mr. Troop, what's the best time you can be contacted during your day shift so that we can have one of our people call you?
Anytime. I try to use keep my phone close. Sometimes I may hear, sometimes I may not, you know. So I will call right back if I do miss a call. If I see it, I'll call right back.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, very good. So you're all set?
Yes.
All set. All right, very good. Then you are free to leave, Mr. True. I wish you well. Make sure, I'd love for you and Miss Price to get together today before the end of the week, which is tomorrow. And so, because I am concerned, okay?
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. You are free to leave.
All right. Thank you also, team. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, I have, what's this? Oh, did we put that language too? All right, awesome. Thank you. Yes, yes, right, yes. Okay, very good. Let's see, for specialty court, I think that is everyone.
Judge, I have Dennis McKinley that's in the courtroom. We added him from Tuesday's
Oh,
docket.
yes, we did. And then LaJuan Nunn, who had Mr. Nunn?
Your Honor, I do.
Where's Mr. Nunn this morning?
I did contact Mr. Nunn yesterday, telling him to get the court and test. And I haven't heard from him. I
Did he
sent him a
test on
message.
yesterday like I told him to?
Let me double check.
And then on case SP 138-40312 for Kamei Abrams, that matter is being dismissed without prejudice. She has paid the other matters that she was supposed to pay here at 36th District Court. Ms. Harris, yes, ma'am. And I have you on McKinley. Thank you, Mr. Griffin.
Your Honor, I just wanted
Yes.
to let you know, we're waiting on Miss Anderson to be brought over from the Wayne County Jail. She's on the docket today as well. And then Miss Fitzpatrick, our intake is currently with Miss Price. She has already met with the attorney, so I will bring her back down when she is complete.
All right, awesome, wonderful. Okay. I'm not sure what my 10 o'clock reviews were for Al Colley and Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson is the new intake. Mr. Morgan is gonna present her. Remember we talked about.
Oh, yes, okay, yeah, I need to put them in here as intake for me. All right, and then, so that's Morgan said.
Al Colley.
Mm-hmm.
That is a probation case. That was Ms. Burge's case, so I don't know.
All right, can you call over, who's the probation supervisor, Mr. Torres? Call him and let him know she had a case up this morning.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Your Honor, I was
Mr.
able to.
Reed? Yes.
Yes, I was able to look at the records and it does not look like he tested as directed.
All right, I'm ready to call his case. I have case number Z8083241 for LaJuan Nunn. On yesterday, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Nunn was scheduled for a Zoom hearing. He was very much so out of character during Zoom. asked me my name on yesterday. What's your name again? And so just very out of character, came on the screen lying down on the couch, which we know that's not tolerated in court. And because of the way he was speaking and what I personally observed, I ordered Mr. Green to immediately report for testing, to go and test on yesterday. I sent him to a breakout room, and then I immediately ordered him to test. He has not complied with the court's orders. He was also instructed, Ms. Warfield was serving as our attorney on yesterday, that he was to report to 36th District Court on tomorrow because his hearing was not completed on yesterday. I scheduled that for 9 o'clock. He did not test. According to the records that Mr. Green is reviewing now, he has not appeared at 36th District Court. Therefore, I am issuing a capias, and the warrant will be set at $5,000 cash or surety. And then let's make sure we put in the ROA that he is a part of our mental health court, and he is by indicating MHC, and that he must specialty court, and then put in parentheses MHC, and then he must see, do not release without seeing Judge Holmes. All right, Mr. Green, if you could get that to us immediately, that would be great.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very
Your
good.
Honor.
Yes.
Also, Mr. Orlando McLean did show up today. I did send you a message in regards to him and some issues that I need to discuss about.
Then you might want to either come call or come down.
Okay, I can come down there.
I'm looking, I don't see your message. Sometimes I get messages you all on the bench, and sometimes I don't. This courtroom is quirky. It'll come up eventually, but I haven't gotten it yet. So
Okay.
you want to come down and let's talk about it?
Yeah, I'll come down there.
Okay, awesome. All right, very good. And so with that, I think we're kind of at a standstill. I can get some dates from you all, if you don't mind, just so that we can be ready.
McKinley,
No, you have
Judge?
Mr. McKinley.
Yeah,
Yes. What happened to Mr. McKinley? Why wasn't he here on Tuesday?
technical difficulty, Your Honor. He's having trouble with
He
his,
did.
yeah.
Come on, Mr. McKinley. Yes, sir. All right, let's do it. And thank you, Mr. Griffin, for making sure we didn't put out a warrant or anything. We made sure we could get you in here. All right, Mr. McKinley, I have for you case number 210-567-6801. State your full name for me, please.
Dennis McKinley.
Good morning, Mr. McKinley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mack. All right, Mr. McKinley, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and yourself?
I'm doing very well. You know, you had me worried. I'm like, that he usually be on here. So I'm glad that it was just technical difficulties and you were able to come in.
Someone stole my other phone that had the Zoom on it.
Okay.
I had put the Zoom on this phone, but it kicked me out. It kicks me out on various occasions.
Okay.
And it happened to be the wrong occasion at that moment, so.
All right, but you made
But
it.
things happen.
They happen. Maybe I just need to lay eyes on you anyways. How about
It's
that?
unfortunate, but things happen.
Yes, yes. All right, so things are going well with you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, tell me what you're doing that things are going well.
Well, working every day, working hard.
A little bit louder so my court reporter can hear you.
Well, I'm working hard and trying to put myself in preparation of possibly purchasing a home this year.
Look at you.
And hopes, yes, that's right.
I hope that happens.
Yes.
I hope that happens. And I know Mr. Reed, when I give him an opportunity, he's gonna say, make sure you look and make sure that home is in good shape. Because we had another veteran that bought a home and it looked like the whole bottom fell out once he signed off and moved in there.
Yes.
So we want to make sure that, you know, you're in good shape. You're in really good shape. Very good. That's a great goal to have. Tell me what's been challenging for you since the last time I've seen you.
Oh, every day is challenging, because I'm a hard worker, so, I get up and meet the deadline and, just trying to live from day to day.
Yes, sir. All right. And what are you doing when you have challenges, when you wake up every day? How do you respond to them?
Well, just keep moving forward, you know. Prior to the challenges, I always have a prerequisite.
Yeah.
I keep moving forward toward that.
All right, keep pushing, right? It's gonna get better, worse, and then get better. But either way, you're gonna end up at get better, right?
I don't know about worse, it's gonna always get better, you know?
Yeah, well, sometimes it gets worse before it gets better now.
But I'm gonna keep pushing.
But keep pushing, that's the whole goal. Keep pushing, because it will get better. Ultimately, you end up at get better. All right, very good. What do you need us to help you with, if anything?
No, everything's going well now. Thank you for asking.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, I know that Mr. McKinley is in, it was reported he's in compliance. Anything else you want to report out as to Mr. McKinley?
No, Your Honor, we just wanted to get him in here. We didn't get an opportunity to staff this case. We got an update from Mr. Kashuri, so he's in compliance with everything he's supposed to do. So no problems at this time, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. McKinley?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. McKinley, good report. Thanks for coming into the building today. You're working the program. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe. Have a good day.
Thank you, Attorney Reed.
And I would just like to add, Mr. McKinley, it's good you made it. Good you overcame the problems with computers, electronics. I feel for you in that regard, but keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. McKinley?
Your Honor, we'll be having a face-to-face on April the 18th, 2023, and that'll be at 10:35 a.m.
Did you get that, Mr. McKinley?
Yes, April 18, 10:35.
Yes, sir. All right, you're in great shape, sir. Before you leave that podium, you are a veteran, and we appreciate your service to this country and to us. So I need everybody in both courtrooms to join me in thanking Mr. McKinley for his services in the armed forces. Thank you, Mr. McKinley. All right, I see somebody sitting in my courtroom that didn't clap. That doesn't go well in my courtroom. We, all of us, everybody in the whole wide world, do clap for our, don't let me start my military speech, because we put on that uniform and I'm one of them, and we give up a lot of our privileges, a lot of our freedoms. We give up a lot of our time with our family and our children. We go and we fight for, we serve people that don't even have the audacity to sit in my courtroom and not clap when I say we are celebrating a veteran who has placed on a uniform. So instead of me getting in my feelings this morning, because y'all carry a very special place in my heart, I'm gonna just do it one more time, okay? I need everybody in both of my courtrooms to join me in celebrating Mr. McKinley, who has put on the uniform to serve this country and therefore served us. Mr. McKinley, we appreciate your service. Come on, let's celebrate. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. All right. Thank you, Mr. McKinley. You almost got me started this morning. You know, y'all don't know I put on that uniform. I know what it's like to spend 30, 60 days away from my family. Yes, sir. Yes,
We'd
sir.
also like to thank you too, guys. Sometimes we're remiss, we forget to thank you. We'd like to thank you.
It was my pleasure, and I do it over and over again. If I was given that opportunity, it was my pleasure. Thank you, Mr. McKinley. Okay. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
All right, y'all got me sweating back here. You don't sit in my courtroom and don't applaud for no veteran now. Send my rocket to the moon. I'm sorry. I know I need to drink my water. Come on. And then I'm ready on I think I have a 10 o'clock for probation. I see probation sitting in the courtroom. I thought I saw, yeah. All right, very good. Al-Qawi. Is Mr. Al-Qawi here today? I'm sorry, Council, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Miss Al-Qawi. Okay, wonderful. Did you need an opportunity to speak with her or you've already done that?
I've already done.
Okay, wonderful. Give me 2 minutes and then I'll call that case next. Wonderful. Miss Matt, do you have a case number for Mr. McLean?
Yes, keep saying. Oh, yeah.
Is Mr. Al-Qawi here today? All right. Someone needs to mute for me.
You ready now?
Yes.
Case number 22044765501.
All right. Did we wipe off the stand already
I will.
after the last person?
Oh.
Okay, wonderful. Come on, Mr. McLean. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, Mr. McLean is a part of a different specialty court. He was scheduled for yesterday, showed up, he was scheduled for 8:35, I believe, on yesterday AM, and then showed up for my almost 3 o'clock docket on yesterday. I didn't have a 3 o'clock docket on yesterday. As you all know, I'm in staffing on, no, I'm sorry, what were we in yesterday? We was in some meeting yesterday. Lord Jesus. Okay, and so he walked in on today. Mr. McLean, state your full name for the record. Okay, tell me why you didn't come to court on yesterday.
I came in yesterday.
No. Why you didn't come in at 8:35 AM?
Because I caught 2 flat tires on the freeway, so I called my case manager, James Taylor, and she didn't answer the situation. So I texted her and sent her pictures with me getting my tire fixed and everything. And when I got done, I came down here and I spoke to this lady.
Yes, they told me you were here. Yes. All right. And so listen, I need to make sure that because you're being in the middle of an intake process, and I need to make sure that you're going to show up when you're supposed to show up, okay? Because otherwise I have to keep you and then I know you'll be on time. I don't want to do that. I'd rather have you walk through that door and we get off to a great start, right? So on today, Mr. Green, place your appearance on the record for me. My apologies.
Yes, Your Honor. Demetrius Green, special clerk case manager.
All right, good morning again to you, Mr. Green. So on today, Mr. Green is going to work with you this morning when he's, and you schedule him for whatever time he's here, he can stay, and then he'll get you processed. And then, but I won't be able to do your intake. He won't have you ready for intake until tomorrow morning, because you also need to get with the attorneys and let them know that I need them to be on the record on tomorrow morning to argue with respect to eligibility. I know we talked about it in staffing, but then he didn't show up yesterday, so there was no need to talk about it on yesterday. Okay, understood? All right, very good. So I'm adjourning him till tomorrow. That is going to be March 31st, 2023. And what time? I have another docket. So can we do him at like 10 o'clock AM? Will that work for you, Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll put you on for 10 o'clock AM and you are to come in person here at 36th District Court. Now listen, you have to be here tomorrow. You have to be here tomorrow. You can't show up when you get ready. You need to be here at 10 o'clock, okay? All right, very good. Any questions for me? No? All right, thank you, Mr. Green. Let me know if there are any issues. All right, thank you, Mr. McLean. Look forward to working with you. All right, I'm now going to call Danya Al-Qawi. I have case number Z80873331. Oh, thank you so much, officer. Ms. Al-Qawi, I'm going to have you unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Good morning. My name is Danielle Plowy.
Thank you, and good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. For probation?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jennifer O'Driscoll on behalf of the probation department.
All right, good morning, Ms. O'Driscoll. All right, I'm ready to hear the report on Ms. Al-Qawi.
Ms. Al-Qawi was sentenced on March 9th of 2023. She was to be assessed for substance abuse treatment and mental health treatment. She has had her assessments completed. It was determined by the practitioner that she does not meet eligibility or criteria for substance abuse treatment as of right now, and that she does not have an alcohol abuse concerns at this time. She is to continue to receive her mental health treatment through her current provider, and she has been doing that. So she's currently ordered to test 2 times per week at ATS. She's been negative thus far, except for THC, which she does have a medical marijuana card before. That she's on track. She did have her probation intake and orientation on March 23rd, 2023. She's been provided with her referrals for the alcohol habit safety education, her consequences video, the marijuana insight program. That's where we stand as a grant. Sorry, she's also submitted proof of her employment and education.
I'm sorry.
She has to also submit proof of her employment and education.
All right, thank you. And no issues with her testing?
There's been no issues with testing. She's made all of them on time and they have been negative thus far.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, did you have anything to add as to Ms. Akwawi? Right now, she's on track and she's off to a great start.
And that is great, Judge. We commend her for that great start and keep up the great work, young lady.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Akwawi, do you have any questions for me?
Questions. I was wondering if the 2-time testing can be reduced, maybe?
Not just yet, not just yet. Okay, I'm not saying that it won't ever be reduced. I'm not saying it won't ever be reduced. I'm just saying you just got to me March 9th. Today is March 31st. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we'll go from there. What other questions do you have?
Other questions? Nothing so far. The probation officer gave me all the information I needed.
All right, very good. Ms. O'Driscoll, do you have any additional recommendations other than what has been ordered by the court?
We just continue with regular progress and we continue to turn with this one.
Wonderful. Then I am going to schedule Ms. Akwawi to see me in 30 days. Continue to do what you're supposed to do. That is going to place you on April 28th. That will be your return review date at 10 o'clock a.m. Does that time work for you or for probation right now?
I will have to have a substitute officer come and I'm off.
Okay, is that okay, or you'd rather do a day that you're in?
That'd be fine, yeah.
Okay.
Usually they're updated and everything.
All right, April 28th, 2023, and it'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. All right, thank you. And thank you. Good morning, Ms. Lurston. Give me your last name again. McKee, yes, I'm gonna get it. I'll get it. All right, very good. Take care. You all do the same. Thank you, Ms. Akwawi. Take care.
Thank you, you too.
All right, thank you. The parties, the case managers should know that Ms. Anderson has made it to the courthouse. And so she is here. And so let's get her moving. When you're ready, I am now going to get some dates put on the record. And then I should be ready for intake. So someone reach out to Mr. Morgan as well. Have you all spoken with his intake? Mr. Morgan's intake, Ms. Johnson, or last name Johnson?
No, Judge.
Did Johnson show up? Ms. Mack or Officer Lott, did Johnson show up for intake? Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, all right. Thank you, bye.
All right, they have her upstairs. So she is in the building. She's with Mr. Morgan and they did what they had to do. We get ready to send the order over to the attorney.
Good.
And everything. So she is actually in the building.
Wonderful. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. All right, I need to get some dates. Are you all ready? For dates, I have at 10:35, Robert Bishop, 210-564-8901. Mr. Bishop had a face-to-face on today. Ms. Cleveland, is he in compliance?
Yes, Your Honor, I did complete the face-to-face and he's doing well. His next court date will be April 24th, 2023 at 8:30, well, I'm sorry, 8:45 a.m.
Wonderful, thank you. I have for Kiera Durham, case number 210-441-9901. That's Miss Harris. All right, I'll recall it. I have for Mario Rice, Z, 806-6581. For Mr. Rice. Mr. Yancey, are you still with us? Uh-oh, you're muted, Mr. Yancey. Is Mr. Rice still in compliance?
Yes, he's still in compliance. He will be coming back on. Okay, that's a bad date for us now. Can he come back on April 10th at 8:45?
Yes, sir. And then I have lastly, Eric Taylor, 200-452-6701.
Yes, Your Honor, he's still in compliance. We also want Mr. Taylor to come back on April 10th at 8:45.
Wonderful. All right. And then did someone reach out for Kiera Durham?
Is that a specialty court?
Yes, that's Miss Harris. I think she's on her
okay.
way down.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. The court is I'm gonna take a brief recess and then I'll be ready on the intakes as well as Miss Anderson, who's in the holding cell. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
do you want to go into the breakout room with the intake for Wednesday?
Yes, I just got the printout of, or the order for Jalen Johnson. Is that who you're talking about?
I believe the last name is Johnson. I don't know what the first name is,
Okay.
but I think it's Mr. Morgan presenting this person for the
Okay.
Wednesday specialty court.
Very good. I'll take that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Harris,
Yes,
I see that you're in the conference room. Is Miss Anderson coming in the conference room?
she's in here. I was just getting on and messaging the Miss Wilson to request a breakout room. So she's here with me.
Okay. Do I need to talk to her?
What one of you do, so yes. I just
I
got
can-
the invitation.
I can go back to the breakout room.
Okay,
Let me see if I can do
I
it.
just got an invitation to room 3 from Miss Wilson.
I have it.
Okay.
Ms. Wilson, can you put Mr. Fikens in that, breakout room with Ms. Johnson?
Are you ready on Miss Anderson, Mr. Reed?
Mr. Fikens, I was in the breakout room to talk to Miss Anderson, but then they said they wanted to do the Johnson case. So I left the breakout room. I think you're going in to do the Johnson, then I'll go back in and do the Anderson.
Okay, very good then. Miss Wilson, I need to be given an invitation for the breakout room.
To do the Johnson intake, and then I'll talk to Anderson.
Thank you, Miss Wilson.
Mr. Parkins,
Yes, sir.
you finished with the Johnson intake?
I am.
Okay. If I could get into the breakout room with Miss Anderson, the conference room.
Mr. Reed?
Yeah, can I go back? I can.
Okay, she's back. She's back.
Can you go back, Mr. Reed?
I can go back. I'm gonna try. Thank you. Miss Mack, we're ready on Miss Anderson and Miss Fitzpatrick. Thank you.
Who's the attorney?
For Ms. Johnson is Mr. Mike.
All right, Mr. Fikens, we are ready on Ms. Johnson's matter.
Yes, Judge.
Oh, your handwriting. Come here, let me ask you what this is.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, 2 seconds, I did not grab my form. Or my file. I need another, when you all get a second. More of these, yeah, we got that many cases.
Okay. She is on but she's not.
Thank you. Let's do it. I am ready on the matter of, is it Jalen? Jalen Johnson. I have the following. I have case number 220-444-5801 on behalf of probation. Let's start with you. Place your name on the record for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Monday Morgan, Specialty Court Coordinator.
All right, and then Ms. Johnson.
Jalen Rodana Johnson.
All right, good morning to you. Are you ready, Ms. Johnson, to start this work?
Yes, I am.
Do you believe that you need the help?
I do.
All right, you've had an opportunity to talk with both the coordinator, Mr. Morgan, as well as Mr. Reed. Have they answered any questions that you may have had?
Yes.
All right, if you think of some more while you're here and even after you leave,
No, I'm talking
don't
about
hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to ask your questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Morgan, with that, please tell us about Miss Johnson.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Today we have Ms. Johnson. She was referred by Judge Bryan on March 16, 2023. She's here for charge of OWI, which is her first. She's a middle age, biracial female. She has 2 children, ages 12 and 7. She does have custody of her children. She wants to participate in our specialty courts. She's over the age of 18. She does admit to having some struggles with some areas as ever. She was very pleasant today. She is eager to get going. She told me about 2 goals today. She wants to remain drug and alcohol free. Maybe possibly get her GED. And overall just be a better person. She does have some dependents. We'll discuss off record, but she has admitted to those. She's completed her analysis today, which was negative. We didn't get a sample on a particular drug because we didn't have the agent, but she did do a 8-panel yesterday at ATS, and she tested negative for all substances. Ms. Johnson was seen by our clinical assessor today, so she can give you a little bit more insight on some things that we're going to outline in her case management plan that we think will benefit Ms. Johnson, because she has identified some of those areas too. So, Judge, we're excited to have Ms. Johnson join our specialty court program. Her case manager will be Ms. Jasmine Taylor when she returns, but until then, Ms. Johnson, will have my information, so if any emergencies come up, she can contact me. Happy to have Ms. Johnson, very pleasant young lady. And I think she wants to, get off to a good and bad track, so, I'm presenting her today for acceptance into our specialty program.
All right, wonderful. Before I go to the attorney, Ms. Price, is there anything that you'd like to share with me that you can share in open court, or would you prefer to wait until staffing?
I can wait till staffing.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Fikens? All
Yes,
right,
Judge.
Mr. Fikens?
I can certainly confirm that she's a pleasant young lady, Judge. She wants to get going in this program. She's showed a lot of eagerness for that. She's wanting to do better and take this time to fix Ms. Johnson and really make a good showing for herself. We went over the court's order. We talked about testing, treatment, 12-step meetings, arms program. We talked about the term of the court's order that was 14 months. We talked about the court's ability to amend that order up to 24 months under state law. We talked about her willingness to do that and not get overwhelmed. I don't think she was overwhelmed, although she realized she's got some work ahead of her. And we talked about how communication and honesty will really get her through any problem she might encounter. Talk to her case manager whenever a situation arises, and to be honest with the case manager, the court, the attorney, and herself mostly. And she seemed to be very receptive to all that, Judge. And so I'd recommend her for acceptance into the program.
All right, very good. Ms. Johnson, you've heard what Mr. Morgan as well as Attorney Fikens had to say about you. Is there anything additional that you'd like me to know about you? I can't hear you.
No.
No, nothing additional?
Not at this moment, give me some time.
Give you some, that's fair enough. I will give you some time. Listen, the program, I know you've heard a lot today. You've been presented with information that will become my order. I will sign it. It will become my order. There's a second sheet that I usually sign that I don't see. Can you get that one to me?
The admissions room?
Yes, I think so.
We don't, have those who are mental only.
Different day. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong day. I'm sorry. My bad. I set you up. My apologies. On a different day.
Quick on the beat.
Yeah, there you go.
We probably, that's something that we need to talk about, because I think we should have that.
Should have the consistency.
Yes.
Yes.
They just have not, passed the law, that's the right word, and they did it yet.
But we should probably be doing it. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. All right. So, Ms. Johnson, I know they've thrown a lot of things at you on today. Understand you're going to be a part of a 5-phase program. So you're not expected to do everything up front. We're going to work with you. We're going to walk with you to make sure that you are successful. Nobody in this program wants to see you fail. We all want to see you succeed. And so we're all hands on deck to make sure that you can. We do need you to show up and to come to the table, sleeves rolled up, and do your part, do your best. And so do I have your commitment to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you do understand, or you admit that the services that we may have to offer, that you need them?
Absolutely.
All right. Very, very good. Then I'm excited to have you come and be a part of our court. We have a wonderful team. You're going to get a great case manager in Ms. Taylor. And so Ms. Price has already started working with you. So I'm excited for you to be here. Do you have any additional questions for me? You don't. All right. Very good. Mr. Morgan, what would be next? I have signed my order. I'm sorry. I made one change to the order based on information that I reviewed. She's going to start off testing a minimum of 3 times per week. Okay. That doesn't mean you're going to test the whole life of the program for 3 times per week, but for now. And she'll do it with one of our third-party agencies. And so it sounds like you already have her established at ATS, I thought I heard.
That's correct.
All right. And so you will do that, and we'll make sure, does ATS allow us to, will they bill or do that?
Yes, they'll bill us.
Okay, very good. So we're gonna be paying for it, but I do need you to call every day. Don't try to count your tests. Don't try to figure out, oh, I've already done 3, I'm good for the week. Call every day. Because it is a minimum of 3 times per week, okay? I may add some extra tests in. Okay?
Okay,
All right, very good.
So it just also, thank you for that, addition to the order. Ms. Johnson, your state, can you tell the court how, you stated you've been substance free for how long?
A year, May will be a year.
All right, wonderful.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. So just as a precautionary measure, okay? Not that I don't believe you, okay? And we're gonna pay for it.
Okay.
All right, but very good. I'm glad for you. I hope that even while you're in the program, you'll get some tools that will help you to continue on that journey, because it is a lifetime journey. It doesn't stop when you stop. It's a journey that you're gonna be on for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Thank you for that information though, Mr. Morgan, and I'm making a note of that, okay?
That's a big accomplishment.
It is.
It was hard, but I did it.
Yes, you did it. Very good, very good. All right. If nothing else, what's going to be well, Mr. Ficus, you did determine that your client is eligible to participate in our specialty court pursuant to Michigan law?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All right, and Mr. Morgan, pursuant to Michigan law, you did not find that she was a violent offender, is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
All right, awesome. Then I am accepting you into the program, and her next date will be?
Let's see, today is the 30th. Oh, we need to put her on the Wednesday, so Judge, we're looking at, April 12th. That is the day, but
Yes, sir, that is a good date. April 12th, that will be at 8:45 a.m. It'll be on Zoom unless you're having Zoom issues or you don't have access to Zoom, or your case manager calls and tells you you have to come in to the courthouse. You'll be on Zoom, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
All right, very good. It's so nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you. Take good care of yourself, and we've got our work cut out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thank you,
awesome.
Judge.
Mr. Morgan, I've signed off. You do need this back. There you go. I did sign off. Wonderful. Ready, Miss Harris? All right.
Whichever one you want to call first.
Let's do the intake first.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did we get a date for Pierre Durham? What was that date? I didn't put it in my file.
The 13th at 8:45 a.m. by Zoom.
April 13th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Let's do it. Two seconds. And I appreciate you sent me some paperwork for Miss Fitzpatrick. So thank you for there was some heads up that I needed out of there. Miss Mack, can you just do a summary for her to make sure, because I saw you provided a summary, there were a lot of closed things, but she has a more concise report that'll take off the stuff that's not at issue. And then that'll make it easier for me to figure out what's going on. So I want to definitely see that. I saw a number of things. Just 1 second.
I was already doing it. Thank you.
All right, I am ready on Andrea Fitzpatrick. I have case number 220-606. 3701. Please state your name for the record.
Andrea Fitzpatrick.
Good morning to you, Ms. Fitzpatrick.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Well, thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. All right, are you ready to join us and work hard?
I am.
All right, and do you admit that you need the services that we are capable of providing?
Yes, I do.
Very good, and do I have your commitment to work the program?
Yes, you do.
All right, awesome. You've had an opportunity. I believe you spoke with I know you spoke with Miss Harris, but also Mr. Reed. Were they able to answer all of your questions?
Yes.
All right, if you think of any more, please by all means ask them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Miss Harris.
Morning, Your Honor. So, Ms. Fitzpatrick was referred to us on March 22nd, from Judge Robbins. Ms. Fitzpatrick is coming to us from, regular probation on a weapons firearms charge. She is a 33-year-old African-American female who resides in the city of East Point. She is currently employed part-time. She is self-employed part-time. She has no children. She does want to participate in the program. She is at least 18 years of age. She does admit that substances or substance abuse has caused issues for her in her life. She has no prior violent offenses that would include her from this program, and she has not participated in a specialty court program in the past. She has presented here today. We did have her visit the lab this morning. I do have those results for you, Your Honor. What she did have a positive screen for, she has admitted that there's something that she was using, but we will see those numbers coming down as she is joining our program. And that was a substance that she was allowed to use in regular probation.
Okay. But you know you won't be able to do it here, okay? All right, very good. Okay, anything else?
So I did find that she she did understand the program. We went through the phases. We kind of met pretty in depth the other day. She did ask questions. I think I answered those questions sufficiently. She also met with Ms. Price this morning and has been set up for treatment through the 1-800 line. She has some follow-up things. I'm going to speak with her afterwards, but everything seems to come up that she is eligible for the program. She does want to participate, and I would recommend her for participation in our program.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge, thank you. I did talk to Miss Fitzpatrick. I had to get her name correct. I called her Fitzgerald a couple of times, but now I know it's Fitzpatrick. Judge, she was respectful and courteous and polite. That goes a long way with me. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, community service, paying some fines and costs. We talked about the fact that no alcohol and no narcotics, that she cannot leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. We also talked about the court's ability to amend, to change, or alter the order. We talked about that she will get a copy of the order in writing, and she would be notified of any changes made by the court. Judge, she said she wants to participate, and I believe that. She has no felonies. She is eligible to participate under Michigan law. I'm recommending her participation. I did take a look at her summary. It looked to me as if she may have a couple of civil infractions that need to be taken care of. But if these civil infractions arose out of the same transaction that brought her to court, I'd like an opportunity to talk to the city attorney. We may be able to work something out on those matters. Judge, she does have a dismissible case. So I advised her that when she completes the program, her case may be dismissed. That's something to look forward to. Judge, I am, again, recommending her participation in our program. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And so Miss Fitzpatrick, now you have me butchering her name, Mr. Reed. Miss Fitzpatrick, you have heard with both Miss Harris as well as Attorney Reed has stated about you. Is there anything else that you'd like me to know about you?
Obviously, I've made some bad choices in my past, so to speak. And I'm aware of it, and I'm definitely willing to work on it. I know I need help. I know I need, the proper position to get the help that I need, and I'm willing to do what I have to do.
All right, awesome. Then listen, if you're willing, we are going to work with you. I have your commitment to give it your best shot.
Yes.
All right, very good. Then with that, I am going to accept you into our program. And Mr. Reed, thank you for bringing up that your charge is dismissible. And then we'll have Mr. Reed, we'll pull those outstanding civil infractions or whatever is outstanding. Let's get it to the attorneys and that summary. Yes, and it looks like there's only one that's still outstanding. Okay, and so we'll make sure, bottom line, we'll make sure you're squared away before you leave us, okay?
Yes.
So Mr. Reed, make sure you send that to Mr. Reed if you haven't done it already.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. So look, you're already in good shape. So I want to encourage you to come into the program, work hard, do your best, ask your questions, show up for the things that you need to show up for, so that hopefully you can learn everything we want you and need you to learn while you're with us, so that once you leave, you will not come back again, not under these circumstances, okay? All right, do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right, what's next?
I would like to have her come back for a review hearing on Friday, April 14th via Zoom at 8:45 a.m.
All right,
And I will make sure I get her the Zoom information and everything.
All right, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
All right, wonderful. Then you are in great shape. I have signed off on my order. I'll give it to Miss Mack because she does something.
Yep.
Oh, okay, she makes a copy. All right, then we are in great shape. Enjoy the rest of your day. I look forward to working with you, Miss Fitzpatrick.
Thank you, Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, I think we have one more matter that we need to take care of. You all should have gotten the invitation for our 1:30 staffing on today, which will include our post MATCP follow-up to be presented by our attorneys on today. Yes, Mr. Ficus, thank you for that thumbs up. All right, so let's do it. And this is the matter for Craignisha Anderson.
I
didn't sign it.
I forgot to give it to you.
Oh.
Somebody else. Oh, good.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, I am ready on the following matters for Craignisha Anderson. Case number SP 123-8451, counts 1, 2, and 3. And case number SP 142-05063. Ms. Anderson, please state your full name.
Craignisha Anderson.
All right, good morning, Ms. Anderson. How are you today?
Good morning.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Ms. Anderson, are you ready to work the program?
Yes, I am.
All right, you understand that as long as you wake up every day, there is a 50-50 chance that something's gonna go wrong and something's gonna go right on that day, right? And when things go wrong, your response cannot be or should not be to make things worse. Don't make them worse. We make ourselves so available to you all. You can call, you can Zoom, you can stop into the courtroom. You have the case managers' numbers. They email and text me all hours of the night, every single day of the week. That's what kind of access you all have. And so there's no reason for anybody to have something going on and believe that they walking away or just shutting down is the answer and not doing what they're supposed to do in a court of law. So I just want to impress that upon you that we really are here to help you. The only way you're gonna get hurt in this process or feel like you're getting hurt is the things you do to yourself. And so I need you to work with us, okay? All right, Ms. Harris, what do you want to tell me about Ms. Anderson?
I had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Anderson this morning. She does express that she understands that, the choice that she made back in January was not the correct choice. And she understands what is required of her to, rework her program with us. She states that she is prepared to do that and that she does want to come back into the program and get back into, meeting with her providers and things of that nature. I will have her meeting with Ms. Price when we are done here, this morning. I'm gonna take her out to meet with Ms. Price as well as to get reestablished with her provider, and linked back to testing and all of that. I think that she, made it very clear to me that she, does not want to return to the Wayne County Jail. So, we discussed what needs to happen for that to not happen, and she seems to, she says that she's committed to that. So I feel that, getting her back into the program, getting her back set up with her supports and, just kind of working towards her recovery is what's gonna be best for Ms. Anderson.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Anderson, is there something you'd like to tell me?
Is it possible if I could go back to Sharp with Ms. Lee, or no, I would have to get?
You and between you, Ms. Price and Ms. Harris can have that conversation. Make sure has she already met with Ms. Harris or she's meeting with her today?
Ms. Price.
Ms. Price.
Yep, she's gonna meet with her as soon as we're done here, and I did discuss with Ms. Price that Ms. Anderson, if possible, would prefer to return to her her provider previously that she was seeing. Hopefully that will not be a problem.
Okay. Yeah, my only concern is that you didn't feel comfortable enough when you hit had a crisis to reach out to your provider.
I was trying, but the more I waited, I was just like very scared. Like the longer I was waiting, I knew how he was, and I was like, well, they went.
You knew how I was. Okay, yes. She's known me for 2 minutes, but go ahead.
Oh my God, no, I did not.
Oh, that's true. You do come and see me more often than most. That's true. I'm gonna have to let her make that statement. She does see me more. I feel like we friends or something. She dropping in every week, sometimes 2-3 times a week. Okay, all right. So I understand. I don't have an issue with it. But what I'm saying, as long as Ms. Price is good with it, I don't have an issue with it. But you're gonna talk with her today. Make sure you mention it, okay? And then just understand that if there are instructions that are given by Ms. Price, that those instructions become a part of my order. They are not optional. We're not asking you what you want to do. We have people in place that are professionals in the field, and they are going to give you instructions that are designed to help you. Now, they're going to want some of your feedback. It's not like we're just, going to dictate to you, but it's not optional. Once there's a recommendation that's made, it's not an option. It becomes a part of my order, okay? All right. Anything else? Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything? Ask Ms. Anderson.
Yes, Judge, thank you. I did talk to Ms. Anderson in the breakout room. She admitted that she needs help. She wants our help. She made some bad choices. She's accepting responsibility. We talked about following the court's order, and she said she will follow the court's order, Judge, and I recommend that we give her another chance, that we work with her. I know she needs help, and I know our program can help her. Thank you, Judge.
Can I say one?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Reed. Yes, Ms. Anderson wants to say something. Go ahead.
I took a test today. I'm going to be honest, it will come back positive for substance, but it's not alcohol. I haven't received the results yet, but she did tell me that it was going to be positive.
I don't want you to say all your business all over.
She assures me that the numbers will be coming
Okay.
down. I will have her set up and
Okay.
start randomly screening twice a week, starting today, and we'll.
Okay. All right, very good. But thank you for your honesty. I appreciate you. All right, if nothing else, what's the next date for Ms. Anderson?
Due to her just coming back into the program and things, I think that I would like to bring her back for a review with you, Your Honor.
on the 13th. I would bring her back next week, but.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the 13th at 8:45 a.m. via Zoom unless there's a reason for her to need to come in person. And I'll let her know if that changes.
All right, so we'll do the 13th of April, but if there are any issues, you could be brought back early. You know the routine already. Come on, Miss Anderson, work with me, work with me, work with me. I'm working for you. I just want you to work with me, okay? All right, you are all set. You have to see Miss Price today. You can't just leave. You have to see Miss Price. And then once she sees Miss Price, Miss Harris, you can release her.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. All right. Anything else? If nothing else, you all should have your invite. I'll see you at 1:30 for our staffing and our post MATCP meeting. And we are staffing on today, I'm sorry, for Friday. Can I get Friday and Monday's docket? We should be staffing for Friday and Monday.
Yes, Judge. Can we get copies of Friday and Monday docket also, Judge?
Yes, sir. We'll send it to you.
Thank you.
All right, we are in great shape. Thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
All right, I'll see